Hey everyone, this is Daniel,
And I'm Jun,
and we are
Korean.
American.
Hey Daniel.
Hey Jun, sorry, I'm gonna do my outfit change. I forgot.
Hey, we're matching clothes again.
Oh yeah, our second episode of the day.
Is that 무신사?
It is. 왜 무신사 냄새나?
No, I just saw the. I just know that you shop from 무신사.
I do.
Yeah.
Well, we're waiting for our lunch. I'm so hungry.
Yeah. Usually, what we do is that we record 2 episodes on a single day. So
Yeah.
in between episodes, we try to get lunch. And so, what did we order today?
남자 set.
남자's food. 남자 음식.
제육볶음.
제육볶음.
we were trying
The three 남자 음식s.
We were trying to get 족발, but
Yeah,
the
yeah.
one we wanted to order from is not open right now.
족발 is also kind of a 남자 food, I think.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And more of a dinner food, you said.
Yeah, because usually you would have it with some drinks.
Ah,
Yeah, 족발 and soju.
Yeah, but June, I want to share this because I sent you I took a photo when I thought about you.
Mm-hmm.
At the Hyundai Baekajam kiosk, they opened a new tonkatsu place.
Mm-hmm.
And the new number one item was called Namja Tonkatsu.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a jeuk plus tonkatsu set.
Yeah.
So it's half tonkatsu, half jeuk.
That's the ultimate 남자 food.
Well, it's missing one. What's the third one? Sundae.
국밥, I
Oh,
think.
국밥.
Yeah.
So if it offered kukbap on the side, it'd
Yeah.
be the trifecta.
Mm. Why is it so appealing to men, you think? 제육, because it's heavy on protein and
I
국밥.
honestly don't know why tonkatsu would be more appealing. Because it's just fried pork. I mean, fried chicken is just as appealing to women as men, right? And men.
Yeah. I don't know
Jeuk
why.
is like, it's not the spicy factor because tteokbokki is your traditional women's food, right? So like spicy carbs or spicy protein. I don't know.
I feel
You tell
like
me.
women food in Korea at least is more 자극적인, like more
Egin, wait, what's the word for umshi? Oh, egin
애견식.
Egenshik.
It's more spicy, definitely.
Women's food.
Yeah.
Okay. But jeuk is known to be spicy.
No.
No?
No.
Oh, in my mind, jeuk is spicy.
I feel like women tend to like more spicy food. Like the whole 불닭 볶음면 craze thing.
Uh-huh.
I think women like 불닭 볶음면 more than men.
Oh.
I think they have a higher tolerance for spiciness.
I could see that.
Yeah. Why is that?
I have no idea. But that was never a thing. Like, I never associated buldak being more popular with women than men.
I think so.
I'm out of tune with the Korean zeitgeist.
And they love mara. Mara.
I love mara.
You do?
I love mara.
I don't like mara that much. I mean, I don't care
Yeah.
that much, but if I had a choice, I wouldn't order mara.
Wait, but jeukbokkeum, it definitely has gochugaru in it, right?
But mara is different.
I know.
Yeah.
It's the Sichuan spicy
Yeah, yeah,
pepper.
yeah.
That like numbing feeling.
Yeah.
But I'm going back to what you said earlier. Jeuk is not known to be spicy.
It has gochugaru,
It has
but
spice.
it's not known to be a spicy food.
That I agree with. Yeah.
Anyways,
Is it okay? I don't think it's the same. There's the same connotation in the U.S. where women like more spicy.
is there a man's food concept in the US?
Just like
Barbecue.
steak, something
Barbecue.
hearty. Yeah.
Yeah.
Barbecue. Yeah.
What's a
for sure.
woman's food?
To be honest, in my mind, the first thing that comes is like salads, yogurts,
Ah, it is granola,
healthy granola,
kale juice.
kale. Yeah, yeah.
More healthy options.
So anything super healthy.
Interesting, because I feel like the women's food in Korea tend to be more unhealthy,
Uh-huh.
right? Because it's spicy.
Yeah, you're
it's
right.
A lot of sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Really going out on a limb. Is it because when women gather? One big difference I would say between the US and Korea is there's more mixed gender hangout in the US, whereas in Korea I think it's women hang out with women, men hang out with men, and so the dynamic's different, right? I think when a bunch of women get together, I can imagine they're like, oh, we're all here together. No one's gonna feel guilty. Let's just eat the worst food.
I feel that that's partially true.
Right? Whereas
Yeah.
what if if a woman's in front of a man, maybe they want to feel more feminine.
Yeah.
So they eat salads and eat healthy food, eat smaller portions.
I think so.
But when women get together, they just go all out.
Yeah. When you go on like a blind date,
Oh,
especially
yeah.
with women,
Yeah.
they barely eat
They
anything.
don't eat.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I bet, when whether men are hanging out with other men
Yeah.
or in the presence of women, they don't care. They just
Yeah.
eat the same.
Yeah. And there's this cultural, I think almost like a meme thing where
Yeah.
women like come back from their date and they make this huge bowl of
Because
bibimbap
they're hungry.
and just eat it. Oh, interesting.
Anyway, we can make cultural leaps out of anything.
Yeah. Anyways, this episode is a news episode, which is a slightly different format from what we did before because we used to combine daily life news and trends together. But I don't know in which order we're going to release. But anyways,
Sure.
the other episode that we recorded prior to this episode was a very long episode of just daily life.
It's been a very busy daily life 3 weeks for me.
Yeah.
So I had a lot of content to unload.
Yeah, so we're basically separating the one episode into two episodes. For this episode, we're going to talk about news and trends, and we have a lot of news to cover.
And listener comments if we get to it.
Yes, that's true. What should we start with? Let's start with APEC Korea 2025. To briefly summarize it, South Korea has hosted the APEC Economic Leaders Meeting in Gyeongju, the ancient capital of the Silla dynasty. To mark the occasion, the Korean government has prepared a special diplomatic gift for Donald Trump.
Oh,
A high-end replica of a Shilla golden crown, which in Korea we call the Shilla Kumgwan,
okay.
symbolizing the region's history as the country of gold. Anyways, I think the thing that I wanted to highlight from APEC for this podcast is that instant
Yeah.
of the gift.
The crown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So everyone was making fun of this, especially people in the US, because it also coincides with the huge, I think we covered it in the previous episode, this huge protest going on in a national level, and it's named under
No
the No
Kings.
Kings protest. And so I thought it was kind of genius.
It's so clever.
The reason why I think it's genius is because for people who are against Trump, it's kind of like satire a little bit. I'm giving you a crown, haha.
Totally. Yeah.
And for Trump, it's a wonderful gift.
Yeah.
And we don't have to pretend that it's making fun of it, which we didn't, I think.
I think it was genuine.
Yeah, it was genuine. And it's in Gyeongju.
Yeah.
And so it's very whoever came up
So
with this
symbolic.
gift.
Yeah. In so many different ways. It's so brilliant.
Yeah.
Everyone's happy, right? American Republicans are happy because like, oh, Korea's giving us the greatest honor.
Yeah.
They're basically anointing Trump as a king. American Democrats are happy because they're like, oh my God, Koreans are making fun of him and he doesn't even know it.
Yeah.
Korean conservatives are happy, right? For
Yeah.
the same reasons.
So
Korean
everyone's
Democrats
happy.
are
And Trump was so happy about this gift that I heard that usually when they receive these diplomatic gifts,
Yeah.
they carry it on a separate flight. But then he
carried
asked
it with
people
him.
to carry it with him on what do you call it, Air Force One?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I was jealous. This crown was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wanted one.
And they gave like the highest honor badge or whatever
Yeah.
that they give out to people usually in Korea. I think it's the first time they gave it out to a US president.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sucking up big time.
Yeah, definitely pandering to his ego.
Yeah.
But it's brilliant.
It is brilliant.
I don't want to get political, but everything I've seen from this new president, I like what he's doing. Yeah. He seems to make very reasonable decisions, it seems. Yeah.
Yeah. I saw some like social media posts
Yeah.
where I think people who are generally against Trump criticizing Korea for sucking up to him
Oh, come on.
and giving him the crown.
Yeah.
And you know what my thought is?
What?
We didn't elect him.
That's true. You just got to make the
We're
best
just
of the
cleaning
situation.
up after your shit.
You gotta do what you gotta do, man.
Yeah.
I get it. If you gotta suck up, do it.
Yeah.
Anyway, I definitely want to visit Gyeongju now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they invested in some of the infrastructure in advance in preparation of APEC. And yeah, I heard it's just a great place.
Yeah.
Maybe not that kid friendly, so I might do a solo trip there.
I do feel like Gyeongju is gaining more traction towards tourists in Korea.
Totally.
Yeah. I saw a lot of people, my friends traveling to Gyeongju, which they never did before.
Yeah.
And there's one destination that they always go, which is the Gyeongju World.
Oh, there's a Gyeongju World?
There's a theme park
Is
there.
it a theme park?
Yeah. And they're famous for, because you know how like Six Flags is positioned in the States more towards the adults? Because they have more extreme rides there.
More than like Disney World
Yeah.
or Disneyland.
I think
yeah.
Gyeongju World is kind of like that.
Oh,
they have
catering to
extreme
adults.
rides. Yeah.
I mean, I wanted to visit the old capital, the
Yeah.
palaces, the temples, the museums.
Yeah.
I did not know there was a Gyeongju World.
Yeah.
Should we go? Do you want to go together?
Oh, why not?
Have you been?
I have been. But,
Oh, you have
yeah,
recently.
But we should go.
I can't do roller coasters.
You can't? Ooh.
Yeah.
Mm.
Wait,
I
can
can't-
you?
I'm fine with the roller coasters.
Uh-huh.
I can't stand the spinning rotation thing. I never like the spinning cups.
Yeah.
I would never do that.
No, but Jun, this is the thing. I think it's universal. In your mid 30s, something about the inner ear, like your sense of balance, changes such that like you get extra motion sick when you're older.
Oh.
And things like learning a bike, it's like so much harder,
Oh,
almost
so
impossible
sad.
later. I was confronted with, because as a kid, I could just do roller coasters upside down, 360, whatever, on loop. Like literally, if there wasn't a line, I would just go back to back to back. And I
Really?
loved it.
Yeah.
And I remember it was maybe 10 years before trips. And then we were taking our kids, we went to Six Flags. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to ride a ride. Like 5 seconds into the ride, I'm like, I am never riding a ride again.
Really?
I hate roller coasters now.
Oh, so sad. Makes me so sad.
Aging. Aging is sad. Yes.
Maybe you should try it in Gyeongju World.
I'm not sure. I'll cheer you on while you ride. But Jun, I had a question about this. So I wanted to get your take. Because online it seemed very conflicted, but it did seem like Koreans were very authentically saying, no, this kind of award, this Shilla dynasty style crown, it is like the ultimate compliment. Like any Korean receiving this would be so honored and overwhelmed to
The
receive
crown?
this kind of gift. Yeah.
I don't think it was ever a thing. I think
Okay.
they made it up.
But if you were to receive this, or if the president were to give it to, let's say, a Korean civilian or something, you would not think twice. You would be like, oh, this is the
It's the
ultimate
highest
award.
of the highest honor.
Okay.
Like you're basically giving a crown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is that way, right?
Yeah.
So you don't see it at all as only because of the context and who it was being given to makes you think it was kind of a bit of a jab or jest.
Yes.
But otherwise, it would just be the ultimate gift, right?
Yes.
Okay. The other question I had was, to me, between, is it Goguryeo, Shilla, and Joseon, the dynasties?
The three kingdoms?
Yeah.
It's 고구려, 백제, and Shilla.
And Shilla.
Yeah.
Joseon wasn't, they're the three
Joseon was a
kingdoms.
kingdom after that. After that.
Oh, so the three kingdoms originally, it was not, Joseon was not included?
No.
Okay, anyway.
So there was a three kingdom era.
Yeah.
And then it unified as Goryeo, which is the name where Korea came from.
Uh-huh.
And then after that comes Joseon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
So there are
And then
three,
at one point, Shilla unified everything. And then it becomes Goryeo. And then
Okay.
it becomes Joseon.
my point is,
Yeah.
what is Shilla known for when you hear Shilla?
The hotel?
In Korean history, when you hear Shilla,
Yeah.
does it evoke anything for you? What comes to mind?
Shilla has a special place in my heart because it's where Gyeongsangdo, my region, the capital is there.
It is?
Yeah.
Okay, so in
Gyeongju.
ancient times, your hometown was under the Shilla dynasty, Shilla kingdom.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's known for, do you know what hwarang? Oh, you should know what hwarang is.
Of course.
Yeah.
Tiger.
No.
Oh, 호랑이. I know Hwarang. Don't tell me. The ancient warrior scholars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hwarangs are the Shilla thing.
Oh, I'm so embarrassed. I said 호랑이. But I got it right on second guess.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's Shilla.
Sorry, the Hwarrangs originated in the Shilla kingdom. Oh, that is
Yeah.
that is cool.
And they used to make these like really large tombs where you could like enter into.
Okay.
And so you have like you can see like these like huge mounds of like king's tombs, almost like a Korean version of a pyramid. I
Oh, and
wanna
you can
say.
go in.
I think certain ones you can go
Okay,
in.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. And those are in Gyeongju. Oh yeah, I'm excited to go.
yeah. But when you say Shilla in a modern era,
You think
it's
the
the
hotel?
hotel.
Anything else with APEC?
Oh, Trump had a meeting with Xi Jinping
Yes.
in Gyeongju, which
Yeah.
is very historic.
Yeah.
It's a very important meeting.
Oh, is it?
I mean, leaders
Yeah.
of the two superpowers in the world,
yeah.
they meet in Gyeongju. Yeah.
Do they not meet all the? Oh, maybe that's why. Because they met in kind of a neutral location, right? Because you're coming to me, I'm not going to you. Oh, you should come to me, I'm not going to you.
It's a very diplomatic, like kind of dance.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
But
they
in
didn't-
my mind, why wouldn't every U.S. president meet with every Chinese president? Right? That should just be the norm. But,
really?
Yeah.
Because they're kind of in,
Oh, you're
they're
right.
kind
Rivals.
of opponents.
Yeah. Maybe I'm too naive.
Yeah.
But no, that's cool that Korea was able to make it happen. I do think Korea is like well positioned in that way to be kind of like, Singapore and Switzerland are known to be these like neutral third party countries.
Yeah.
No one hates them, no one loves. Like they're just friendly with everyone.
Yeah.
I think Korea's kind of well positioned to play that role.
I don't think we're diplomatically neutral. We're more on the U.S. side, I think, in terms of the world order. But we're also very tied economically to the Chinese market because of the proximity.
Yeah.
And in that sense, we have to play this very, interesting dance between the two countries.
Totally.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I think I agree with you today. It does feel more aligned with US than China, but it just needs to shift a little bit, right? Like, Japan, I think obviously too much bad blood historically.
Yeah.
Maybe with, World War II and things like that.
Yeah.
Taiwan, obviously, more China. But I think Korea's in like that nice middle ground.
Wait, what are you saying? Taiwan is definitely more U.S.
But sorry, it's in a tricky position with relation to China.
It is tricky.
Like it can't step out of line too much, I think. Whereas I think Korea is in like that perfect sweet spot.
Yeah.
Where it can definitely use that to its advantage.
Cool. Do you want to move on to the next one?
Yeah.
Okay, the next one is the London Bagel Museum Gwarosa incident.
Oh, I heard about this.
Yeah,
Yes.
tied with I want to tie this with another news, which is the dawn delivery ban debate.
I knew you were going to say that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was aware of that news article too. Let's do it.
So for the London Bagel Museum incident, in July, an employee in their 20s at London Bagel Museum, the icon of hip in Korea, died from gwarosa, which means death from overwork. The family claimed an 80-plus hour work week.
Oh my gosh.
The public was outraged at the hip brand for its brutal labor practices. And the second, which is a separate news but somewhat related, is the dawn delivery ban debate. So the KCTU, which is a major labor union in Korea, 민주노총 in Korea, has sparked a national debate by proposing a ban on 새벽 배송, which is dawn delivery, which is when you order the day before, the thing will be in front of your house by before 7 a.m., I want to
Yeah.
say.
If you order by 11 p.m., it will arrive before 7 a.m. the next
Yeah.
morning.
Citing the critical health rights of delivery drivers. And this is the very same issue of overwork, but the public's reaction is very different. So I
Oh,
thought
really?
it was interesting.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. That I didn't know.
Yeah. So for the London Bagel Museum reaction, the public reaction was condemnation. People were furious that a trendy, beloved brand was built on the back of extreme K gwarosa, K overwork.
Uh-huh. Sorry, is kwadosa a Japanese origin word?
Oh, no, it's
It's not.
Chinese.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah,
My immediate connotation of death by overwork, to me, it seems like such a Japanese concept.
yeah.
I don't know how you feel about that. But,
Maybe they use the same Chinese word,
Uh-huh.
but it's a Chinese word.
but how about that concept? Does that immediately evoke Japanese connotation for you?
Not necessarily.
Oh, interesting.
And the dawn delivery reaction, the public reaction was largely criticism of the union.
Oh.
The KCT was trying to address the very same K 과로사 for drivers, but because the proposed solution, which is banning dawn delivery, threatens public convenience, the union is being framed as radical or out of touch. Isn't this interesting?
Have you heard the term NIMBY?
NIMBY.
Do you know what NIMBY stands for?
Not in my backyard?
Yeah. So NIMBYism is like everyone's always for the quote unquote ethical or moral thing, but not in my backyard. Like, yeah, we want that prison, sure, but not near where I live, right? So I think this to me is that same, I guess, phenomena. It's like in general, they want, they don't think it's right for people to work 80-hour weeks. Or maybe for people to have to work from 12 to 5 at night. But because it's affecting me directly, I'm going to, still be for, let's say, dawn delivery, but not as much in support of the, 80-hour work week at London Bagel Museum.
I have a sort of an unpopular or hot take on the London Bagel Museum criticism. So this person was, I don't know, in their 20s, he was probably a very important employee because he was working 80 plus hours. I think he was in charge of opening up a new branch in Incheon or something.
See, okay, keep going,
Yeah. And I think, this is what I think. I definitely feel that it's very unfortunate that he had to pass away.
Yeah.
But I also think that he would have thought that it was once in a lifetime opportunity, right? You never get to work in these places that it's like a national phenomena, and you are a very important person in this whole process. And if he didn't die, he would have been a very important figure in that company. He would look back and saying in his 20s, like it would have been like a very proud achievement that he would have made. And a lot of people in, like, let's say in tech, for instance, in startups, they work 80 plus hours all the time.
And it's by choice.
Yeah.
They want to perform well. They want to contribute. They want to get ahead. Yeah.
And it's also once in a lifetime opportunity that you could work 80 plus hours to, achieve something that is something that people could rarely achieve, right? And so I understand people's criticism, but I think it's too much right now. They're piling on top of things and like saying that they almost describe it as like slavery.
Oh, wow.
But I don't think that's the real case. I think this person also thought that this was a very huge opportunity for him. Yeah.
See, my immediate reaction is I had a totally misunderstood the circumstances. Because you said, someone who's even able to work 80 hours a week, they must be a very important person, given a lot of responsibility. When I see that headline, my immediate thought is, they were the lowest of the low. They were forced to work these hours or, being threatened, you're going to be fired, whatever. And they were the most vulnerable. So you're saying in actuality, they were like kind of choosing to overwork because they were in this position of maybe being able to advance their career. Is that true?
I think it's a tricky space.
Okay.
I think partially they chose to do that, but partially out of responsibility, they were at some point forced to do that.
Okay.
But I don't think this person was like one of the people who are the lowest of the low.
Yeah, because you said they might have been opening a new branch and they were not the lowest on the totem pole.
I wouldn't think so.
See, that's a totally different perspective, I think, and changes it a lot for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I read that headline again, I think, they're being taken advantage of. They're being forced to work this. They have no say over the matter. They can't lose the job, right? But you're saying they're actually in kind of a position of kind of power, maybe going up
I think so.
in the corporate world or whatever.
Yeah.
So, I think in that sense, again, of course, it's unfortunate what happened. But if they're choosing to work themselves, they think it's the right decision for their career future.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, who am I to say they shouldn't have done that?
Yeah.
They made the decision.
Yeah.
Of course, there should be labor laws in place. But I think ultimately they're there to protect people that can't protect themselves, again, that are very vulnerable and being taken advantage of.
The thing that I want to go against is how the public is reacting as if this business is like completely evil. And there's like stories of like the founder criticizing the founder, saying that she controlled everything so meticulously to the point where they would say like you shouldn't, like they control like the employees' facial expressions in the stores and the way that they talk, right?
Yeah.
But I think also that's very normal.
Yeah, that's all of Korea. Yeah, customer support and service.
Not only in Korea, but if you think about like people working in hotels, right?
Sure.
They have to behave in a certain way. And I think that's normal. And I think if this incident wouldn't have happened, I think it would have almost seen as a great example of leadership.
Yeah.
Or like controlling the brand.
Yeah.
Or something.
Such a strong company culture and work ethic.
Yeah. The thing that I want to criticize every time when I see the people reacting to something in Korea is that they very easily try to make things black or white. Because this happened, like everything that happened in London Bagel Museum is evil and it was like bad.
Yeah.
But everything is multifaceted. I always say this, like you have to view this in multiple angles, right? So I always want to shed a different light in this. Again, I understand that this is very unfortunate for this individual, but there are many different aspects. And there are a lot of things that London Bagel Museum have achieved in making this brand. And
Totally. I mean, I think that's true in the US as well. I don't see any difference necessarily. Very black and white, again, very clickbaity headlines, very biased, let's say, coverage, pandering again to your audience. So unfortunately, I think that's the media climate we live in right now.
And the reason why I wanted to tie it with the dawn delivery incident is because I want people to understand how differently they're reacting to a same topic. If it invades their convenience, they're saying, "Oh, people chose to do that. Why are you trying to ban this?"
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
But I think it's pretty much the same case, maybe. Yeah.
Do you think it happens? I would suppose that the people doing dawn delivery though are mostly older people. Am I wrong in that?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. I guess my image of a Coupang delivery person is like older. This is, the job they have to do in a sense to stay relevant, to make money. Whereas I think the fact that it was a 20-year-old, I think might play into this. It's like, it is tragic. They're so young. And, they died so early. I don't know if that's playing in.
I don't know. I see a lot of Coupang people that are looks very young too.
Okay. Isn't there also some historical precedent though? I know during COVID, when Coupang was still trying to establish itself, they were under a lot of criticism, I think, right?
Even
for
now.
how they were.
Yeah.
So that's just always been there. It hasn't gone away.
Yeah.
How hard they work their delivery people to meet timelines and deadlines and not miss a delivery, things like that. So that's just remained there throughout. So why do you think it's died away? I think people love the convenience so much. They're willing to accept that it might be really, really hard on the workers, or it just hasn't died away.
I think there's generally criticism towards the work condition of laborers, but it's never a priority to the public, I think.
I see.
I want to say it's mostly goes up on the surface of the news because of these labor unions. They want to make this as an issue.
Yeah, advance their agenda or whatever. I see.
Crazy thing that I heard. These are rumors, which I don't really necessarily believe, but there are rumors coming from the Conservative Party saying that because this government is pro-China and they want to promote Temu and AliExpress, that's why like the Chinese government is powering up with the Korea Union Force to ban dawn delivery.
Oh, wow.
To make room for business to prosper in Korea.
For Chinese businesses to prosper in Korea.
Yeah.
I see.
It's a rumor.
Conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
Okay, bit of a tangent, but I think I read somewhere in a forum that there's a whole swath of Koreans that think that all the labor unions especially are infiltrated by a lot of North Koreans. Or is that a fact?
I don't want to get into it.
That's too controversial to say.
I think so.
At least you can...
Or I don't have enough knowledge to...
I see. But that is a very well-established conspiracy theory.
From the conservative.
Oh, only from the conservatives?
Yeah.
Okay. Who in Korea are anti-China?
Yes.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, the one article I read, I actually didn't just read the headline for the Coupang article. I think it was talking about working mom or working parents who basically desperately need the dawn delivery for them to kind of function, right? They get home at 6 to 7, they make dinner, They finally settle down, talk to their kids, prepare for the next day. Oh, shoot, it's 10 p.m.
Yeah.
I need this, I need that for tomorrow. And they really rely on dawn delivery to just function in life, right?
Yeah.
And I can definitely sympathize with that. I wouldn't go so far as to say I couldn't live without it, but it's so convenient and makes life so much easier.
Yeah.
Personally, I'm also guilty of like, again, so long as they're not forcing people to deliver during these hours.
Yeah.
Quite frankly, it's also super efficient, right?
It is.
There's so much traffic. The elevators are so annoying to use, right? You have to wait 5 minutes to go up, right? So I suspect a certain class of delivery workers like it too. It's peaceful, it's quick, they can deliver things more efficiently at that time. So they would probably choose to deliver during that hour compared to others. I don't know.
And they're probably on shift.
Yeah.
So they probably only work at that time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I'm just coping and making excuses for myself, but I think again, so long as they're not being forced to in an inhumane way
Yeah.
and being pushed to do it, it is convenient for both parties in a sense.
And people say if I talk to my friends who are running their own businesses, they say it's so hard to get like part-time workers these days because a lot of people just choose to do like these Coupang deliveries. And so it is creating this whole job market, which is a positive thing for the economy.
For sure.
I do think that there has to be regulations to protect these people from working in a toxic environment or overworking.
For sure.
But if that's like settled and pretty regulated, I think the system of dawn delivery wouldn't be a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I can just imagine how much uproar there would be. By the way, Jun, I recently joined my apartment danji's app called Coupang. And that's where they post all the like community updates and announcements. Anyway, there's a lot of activity going on. But I could just imagine the public uproar if Coupang delivery people were taking up the elevator and like, they deliver so many packages and blocking the elevator, during the middle of the day or during rush hour or whatever. People would be complaining so much. Hey, deliver it at night, deliver it in the morning when no one's using the elevator, right?
Yeah.
So you just can't make everyone happy. Yeah, I think people just want to complain.
I feel like if this is would be like the norm in the upcoming years as well, I think this should definitely be reflected in the way that apartment buildings are built. Maybe they should have like freight elevators separate for Coupang delivery.
I've so thought of this. Yeah.
Because there were a lot of controversies towards certain apartment complexes, especially in like the more pricier areas where they don't want like these delivery people to roam around their apartment complexes, and they made people to leave their packages, or they made people walk from the entrance of the complex, and this made the news, and it was a huge controversy. Yeah.
That was a class thing, right? Oh, look at the rich people, right? They want their privilege.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think for that reason, but also just purely for efficiency's sake, for the delivery people.
Yeah.
Most apartment complexes in the U.S., they just have it's actually more for security now that I think about it. But, they just have a package area in the first floor where people can just go pick up their packages on their way to their apartments, right? I never actually thought about it because I'm so used to it. But the idea that they would have to drop it off at every single floor in front of your room, in front of your door, it's convenient for sure, but it's kind of extreme. I could live with having to go down to the first floor to pick up my own package.
Really?
There.
It's so annoying.
I mean, it is.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, in general, to be honest, I didn't even know there were labor unions in Korea. I mean, if I stop to think about it, right? Of course, I know that the airport employees go on strike. I've heard of the subway strikes. Like, I know they exist. But for me, I just, unions are such a strong part of the American labor culture and tradition. I guess I would not have thought it would be as strong in Korea. Would you say the labor unions here are very strong and powerful?
I think so.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. But is pretty much every occupation unionized? So, for example, like teachers, nurses, doctors, etc. Oh, okay.
I think they're unionized.
Cool. Yeah, I just didn't know that.
But I don't know if it's the same in the U.S., but it's also governed by these huge, like the KC, what is it called? KCTU.
Is it like one union organization that unionizes everyone?
Kind of.
Really?
Yeah. So they're a very
that feels a little weird.
big political entity, I think.
So actually, I'm not that well versed in American unions.
Yeah.
I guess I would be shocked if every union was operated by the same union like board or whatever.
Not the same, but there are just like a handful.
I see.
Yeah. And whether
just
it's a
don't know.
union in, let's say, because I work in tech, let's say in Kakao, Naver, right? They're not their separate entities. They're a branch that comes from like these big union forces.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thinking about it now, I think one reason I'm surprised, Korean labor law is just so employee favorable
Yeah.
already. Like just the need for unions seems to be less in Korea.
Yeah.
So maybe that's part of why it's so surprising to me. But yeah, unions are a huge deal in America. And again, I'm not enough of a history buff to know. But yeah, really at their origin, they were trying to prevent things like child labor, very inhumane and extreme working conditions, and employers taking advantage of their employees. So I think they serve a very critical role. And I think are generally thought of as good things in the US. Yeah. Is that true in Korea too? Would you say the general public is kind of, do they have a favorable opinion of unions?
It depends what your political views are, I think, in general, or whether you're a business owner or employee. I think
I see.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is good to say or not. The first one that comes to mind that I would say maybe has a bit of a negative reputation is the teachers union.
In the US?
Yeah. Because in general, they advocate for things like teachers can't be fired, right? And let's say compensation and benefits are entirely based on tenure. So, what does that incentivize? It incentivizes people to become a teacher, do the bare minimum, and then try to get as many benefits as possible, right? And so my understanding is, let's say a PE teacher gets the same level of benefits as like a math teacher. And I guess who am I to say that math's more important than PE? But I think certainly the level of qualification for one over the other is different, right?
Yeah.
And so, yeah, they get some flack for like just protecting bad teachers, not encouraging, people to give their best or do the best. And I think that's some of the negative reputation of at least one of the unions.
I think there's always a back and forth, and there has to be a balance towards things like this, because I understand that maybe if the unions go too extreme, it also creates those kind of negative effects. But also if there's no union and it's truly like meritocracy based, efficiency driven society, then it quickly becomes very inhumane and use just like human force is just like a resource, right?
Totally. Yeah.
So I think there has to be a good balance here. Okay. The next one is, you probably heard of this one, the Gwangjang Market 바가지 scandal.
No.
Oh, you haven't?
I know Gwangjang Market. We went there recently.
This has been very viral.
Oh, what was the next part of the headlines? Something?
바가지, which
바가지.
means
What's that mean?
rip-off.
Oh, okay. I saw the headline at least.
Yeah.
Upcharging foreigners, right?
This person wasn't even a foreigner.
Oh.
Yeah.
Just upcharging.
And everyone.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So a massive controversy erupted after the 1.5 million subscriber YouTuber called Weird Sweets Shop. In Korean, it's 이상한 과자 가게. I've seen her post a lot in the Reels or TikTok or whatever. Posted a video showing a food stall at the famous Gwangjang Market engaging in unsanitary practices and most notably overcharging them, charging 10,000won for a 8,000won menu item, and they were very sly about this.
Oh, okay. So just straight up stealing from their customers? Like not giving enough change or what?
No, so after they're done eating, and they ask how much was this, they say it's 10,000won.
Yeah.
When clearly it says 8,000won on the menu.
8,000won.
And this person in the video says, why are you charging me 10,000won when it says 8,000won? And the store owner says, oh, because I mixed it with gogi and you asked for it. And she clearly didn't.
So they're not even apologizing, oh, I made a mistake.
Yeah.
They're sticking
It's
to
like
it.
you made a mistake.
Oh.
You asked me to mix the gogi in it.
Yeah.
Which is a very famous trick that
Oh,
they...
I see. It's like a scam.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the discussion points is that this isn't new.
Yeah.
And this is a very crucial point. This scandal follows multiple previous exposés by other YouTubers like Hicholism and Tteokbok Queen. Why?
Tteokbok Queen is such a good name, yeah.
The Merchant Association has held public apology ceremonies and reform events in the past, but this new video proves that nothing has changed. Yeah.
I see.
And for the Korean public, this is seen as a deep cultural betrayal.
Yeah.
Because traditional markets are supposed to represent the 정,
Yeah.
but this scandal replaces 정 with the pagaji, which means rip off.
Yeah.
Because Gwangjang Shijang is the face of K-food for tourists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I love everything about this, that this is an issue.
Yeah.
To me, like, it represents the common humanity. Koreans are like, if we can't trust the food prices of our own vendors at these markets,
Yeah.
there's no trust left in society. The entire social fabric will be ripped open, which is kind of true,
Yeah.
right? If you can't even trust that the vendor is not going to rip you off at this very popular touristy market, then who can you trust?
Yeah.
So I like that Koreans are still really up in arms about this and really defending this common, I would say, humanity.
Yeah.
Hey, let's not scam each other.
Yeah.
Let's all be nice and kind and considerate and fair more than anything to each other. Yeah, I love that.
And I think it's gaining more criticism is because of the way that they're trying to scam this is so low. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like so it's not even that skillful.
Yeah.
It's just that for people I think this is a reason. Gwangjang Shijang is not it's not your typical traditional market where locals just go there often. It's just everyone who goes there probably just is going to experience this once in their lifetime.
Yeah.
So they don't really care about reputation.
I see. Repeat
And
customers. Yeah.
And because of there are a lot of foreigners, it's very easy for people to scam
Totally.
them.
Yeah.
But when it happens to Koreans, they know what's going on. And if it happens to a famous YouTuber, they're gonna post it on the internet.
I like
Yeah.
it. I like that, again, they're defending this.
Yeah.
Is there anyone who, I mean, there can't be anyone who's supportive of the vendor here, right?
No one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah. I mean, my initial take is like, if I knew I was getting scammed, I mean, first of all, I would just refuse to pay, but I would never feel like I could do anything to get back, right? I could post a negative review. I could post to my social media, hey, avoid this at all costs. But I guess I would just feel hopeless that something could change. But again, I love that Koreans are still cling to that hope that they can get public sentiment against this, force the merchant, whatever association to apologize, hopefully get that vendor kicked out of the market, right? And like, yeah, just maintain some common decency in the Gwangjang market. Have you been there, by the way?
I have been multiple times. I love the atmosphere.
Yeah.
So I feel that it's extra unfortunate for me that these things are happening there.
I was going to say, I also love the atmosphere. The puniki is really nice. I think it's kind of overrated. All the markets have the same, like every vendor just has the same food.
That's true.
There's just there's like ramen, there's fresh juice, and then there's what did we order? Like the Jun.
Yeah, they're famous for their chon.
Yeah, there's like the three things. Every stall seems to have the same three things.
But if you research deeper enough, there are little stores that are famous for other stuff. For instance, like the gwabegi.
Yeah, at the end.
Have you tried it?
I did.
It's so good when they're fresh. When they're fresh off the.
I think any gwabegi is good fresh.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't differentiate this from other gwabegi.
Really?
Every gwabegi is delicious. It's basically Korean churros. Like fried dough with sugar and cinnamon. It's just so good.
I never thought of it that way. They are the Korean churros.
Have you ever had a bad churros?
Yeah.
And the difference between the best fresh churro and the least, I mean...
No. It's because, I detested that because there's another shop that is just across the street.
Selling fresh gwabegi?
Yeah.
It's not as good.
It's not as good.
I see.
That place is really good.
Again, I don't have a particularly sophisticated palate.
Yeah.
Fresh gwabegi is fresh gwabegi. Always delicious.
So good.
Right next to the gwabegi place. Do you know what I'm talking about?
The coffee
Coffee,
place?
yes, dude, you know. Yeah,
that place is so good.
That is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that coffee was legit. Yeah.
I love that there's like this very hip looking cafe in the traditional market.
Yeah. But Jun, we already named the two different ones. Is there anything else in that market that isn't ramen, Jun, or fresh juice?
They're famous for their... Oh, yeah. I was going to say they're famous for their chon. I already said it. But their chon... yeah, it's a specific type of chon, though. I think it's Nokdu chon.
Nokdu Jun.
Or
I don't remember. It was good. Don't get me wrong. I loved it.
Mungbin.
Yes,
Jeon.
yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes. Mungbin Chan.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, no.
Oh, you know what? The thing about Gwangjang Shijang is that on the first floor or the ground level, it's
Yeah.
all food related.
Uh-huh.
But if you go to the second floor, it's famous for their vintage clothing market.
Oh, we
yeah.
totally did
Yeah.
not go to the second floor. Yeah. Again, I don't want to. I'm not trying to criticize it. We've been there once. We definitely go again. Love the food, reasonable prices, but just little variety. Yeah,
Yeah.
it has those three things, and the kwabegi shop and the coffee shop.
Anything you want to add?
No, yeah, nothing more.
Next one is a kind of a light one. And this is something that I saw in Threads
Uh-huh.
recently. There's a small debate in the Threads community. In
Instagram threads.
Instagram
Okay.
Threads.
Instagram's Twitter, yeah.
Which I am very surprised that it's gaining a lot of traction in Korea.
Okay.
Threads. It passed the
Twitter
MA
mark?
Yeah, MAU
Oh.
of X.
I'm not surprised.
They're so good
Instagram.
at scaling these
I mean,
things.
Korea loves Instagram.
Yeah.
So it's just natural entry point.
No, worldwide. MAU.
Threads is bigger than it?
I heard.
I mean, but when you have a app like Instagram, you're putting entry points into.
Yeah. Anyways, this was a hot topic amongst the Korean people in
Threads.
in Threads. Is a debate. Okay, so the brief summary is that a debate is raging among Korean office workers on Threads. Is it inappropriate or rude to start a professional work email with "Hey"? Was a big debate.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh,
Especially amongst people who are working, I guess,
foreign companies.
in
Yeah,
foreign
yeah,
companies
yeah.
or working abroad in English-speaking countries. So some people say they feel that it's extremely inappropriate to start with "Hey," and some people say that it's okay. So what's your take on this?
Back Pro okay.
Back Pro okay?
100% is fine.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it also because you worked in a more casual work setting?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I mean, first of all, is it hey name or just hey comma?
Hey name.
Yeah, hey name. 100% fine.
Fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
What else would you start with?
Hello.
Just the name? Oh, hey versus hello?
Or dear madame.
It's not dear, like dear June. Hey June. Hello June.
Hello, maybe.
No,
hello.
hey, hello feels very boomer to me. Yeah. It's like almost like, wait, why are you saying hello? Just say hey or hi.
It says in a culture built on honorifics and addressing people by their title,
Yeah.
for instance, 팀장님,
Yeah.
right? Starting with hey can feel deeply disrespectful. It bypasses the established social corporate ladder.
I think that is putting a Korean concept of hierarchy overlaid on top of an English language culture.
But I did see some clearly American-looking people posting on that Threads thread,
Like it'd be
saying that-
disrespectful
yeah,
to say hey.
yeah. Maybe it depends on the industry. Maybe if you're, I don't know. Maybe if you're in school, maybe you're writing to a professor, would you say hey?
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. Yeah, you're right. I wouldn't.
So it is somewhat casual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure it's casual. I just think there's you're right. I worked in a very casual culture, but if the people I managed started with hey, to be honest, it's the opposite of disrespectful. I like the fact that it's casual. It means that the work culture is exactly how I want it to be. I don't want there to be stiff hierarchy. I don't want them to second guess every single word that they're using in case they feel like they might hurt me or offend me. I just want them to be casual and honest and authentic. So that's the culture that we had, and so I would in fact like them to start with hey. I mean, my reports used to say yo. It's like yo Deacon, sup? Like
Yeah.
that's fine, right?
Yeah.
That's the culture I worked in. So, but I agree, it's more casual.
What do you think about emojis in the email?
Very.
Hey and like wave
I
emojis.
never managed Gen A or many Gen Z.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't be offensive. It'd just be like, oh God, I'm so old. Now I will say if they didn't use, Gen Z and Gen A is famous for not using punctuation or capitalization and things like that. That would feel a little bit, it's not disrespectful. It's just you look very ignorant when you write that way. And I would be like, okay, at least use some punctuation. But I wouldn't second guess. I'd be like, oh, well, for them, this is how they talk. I need to understand it.
Interesting.
But no, you bring up a good example. If I were to email one of my kids' one of my kids' teachers, I would use hi. No, I would use dear. Yeah, it feels really weird.
Dear?
Maybe I would just put the name, Miss Blank, Mr. Blank, comma. I wouldn't use anything in front, right? So you're right. Maybe in that context, it feels a little bit too casual.
Interesting.
Very interesting. Yeah.
Next one is U.S. news, but I wanted to hear thoughts from an American person. That's why I included this. Zoran Momdani elected mayor of New York City.
Oh, man, yeah.
So on November 5th, Zoran Momdani, a 34-year-old Democratic socialist, was elected mayor of New York City.
Yeah.
He is the city's first Muslim, first South Asian, and youngest mayor in over a century. So there has been a younger mayor before a century.
100 years ago.
Interesting. Yeah. How do you feel about this?
Again, I'm not the most well informed on the issues or his platform or the state of the U.S. not having lived there for 4 years. However, I mean, like, breath of fresh air. Thank you. I think he's in line. I would bundle Mamdani with AOC. She's probably one of the faces of the younger Democrats. We just need younger, in-touch politicians. And yeah, from that perspective alone, I think it's a good breath of fresh air and some change, much needed change. His platform specifically, I think, is very populist, right? I think most socialist policies are. But in general, I think I've shared this before, even the term socialist, I don't know if most Americans could even define it properly. But it's just seen with the negatives. Like, they use it as a slur almost. Oh, you socialist.
Yeah. Trump is calling him communist.
I was going to say, again, I said this in one of our earliest episodes. As ignorant as it sounds, Jun, I think most Americans just equate socialism with communism, even though they're actually quite different concepts, right? But anything that's not capitalist, that's how we think of it. And we think of it as, you know, pro-Russia, pro-China, evil, anti-American, right? When in fact, it's, you know, it's good for the general public in certain ways. So yeah, from that perspective, I think he's for a lot of social welfare programs like free public transportation, fixing rent, like very strict rent control rules, raising the minimum wage, something very, very high. And so yeah, I think those are all very popular with the young population, which feels like, hey, I have no hope in my whole life of ever saving money, ever buying a house. I literally have no hope. And so I think he's trying to give them hope. Sorry, before I move on though, for sure I've read some of the criticism, and I think apart from the economic policies, again, he is less capitalistic than, let's say, Americans might typically think. A lot of the things about, oh, he's Muslim, how could New York elect a Muslim mayor after 9/11? That's just, to me, again, very ignorant.
Would you think that the mayor of New York City has more political power than certain governors of certain states?
Interesting. Yeah, I think for sure, just from being in the public limelight, anything he says or does is going to be amplified. You know, I don't think it's quite as strong as Korea, where I know the mayor of Seoul is always like the next person up to represent that party, right, on the national stage. I don't think it's quite to that level. But yeah, he's going to make headlines more. He's going to influence more people and impact more people than, a typical, let's say, actual senator or congressperson. And maybe this is offensive to people, but less relevant state.
Because I thought was very interesting, because I saw glimpses of the mayoral debate. And what I thought was very interesting is that they're asking a lot of international politics, diplomatic relations related things to a New York City mayor.
Oh, interesting.
For instance, like Israel and Palestine related things. Yeah.
Like, why does he need to answer those?
Yeah.
He's just representing New York. If anything, maybe that they could be trying to get him to slip up or attack him. Yeah. Right? For being Muslim, for being South Asian.
Yeah. And another thing that was very impressive is how Cuomo, he's a Democrat, right? So he lost the internal race in the party to Mamdani. Yeah. But he got like somewhat supported by Trump.
Yeah.
and he ran individually as another competitor after he lost the internal
I didn't know
race.
any of that, but
Yeah.
again, Andrew Cuomo is a white male,
Yeah.
older,
Yeah.
right? I think that aligns more with Trump's base
Yeah.
than a young Muslim. So,
And I do think a lot of his policies seems very unrealistic.
okay, yeah, I didn't know where you were going to go with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. That's the thing, right? Whenever there's these very socialist policies, very, let's say, heavier welfare state, they're popular for a reason, right? Who doesn't want fixed rent control? Who doesn't want, free public transportation? Who doesn't want higher minimum wage, especially
Yeah.
if you're struggling, right? The question always is, who's going to pay for this? And a part of his big slogan too, I think, from what I'm aware of, is, he's in line with the, billionaires are evil, tax the rich. There should be no billionaire class, right? Which, of course, there's some merits to that too. But there's also counterpoints that I think people need to think about, right? Of course, the billionaires made themselves fabulously wealthy, too much money than they necessarily need, but they also created a lot of jobs and did a lot for the economy and things like that too. So anyway, it's not simple. It's not black and white. I think both political sides are always trying to make it black and white and paint the other party as either ignorant or dumb or whatever it might be. But yeah, from my perspective, it's nice to say and be supportive of what he wants to do. I think without having all of the details laid out, like again, primarily where is this going to come from? Is it purely and he has laid out some policies of how he's going to increase taxes for certain people to pay for this. But yeah, just in practice, right? Like how is this going to work out and play out remains to be seen. So yeah, let's see what he can do with New York in the coming years. I'm optimistic and hopeful. Yeah, but let's see.
It is very interesting that a mayor is elected in a city that is so seen as a pinnacle of American capitalism.
Yeah. Ah, interesting.
Yeah.
It is true. I mean, Wall Street, and that's what New York is known for.
Yeah.
But I'd say more than that, New York's also, in my mind, known to be the most diverse, most populous city in America. And so in that sense, just on the bleeding edge of whatever's happening, right? And so, of course, it has both it's advancing financial institutions and increasing wealth for the highest, most rich people, more than, let's say, most cities, maybe every other city other than San Francisco, maybe. But at the same time, it also represents like most of that city, of course, it's just hardworking, blue collar, trying to make it people, right? And so I think everyone knows that's the composition of the city. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Should we move on to the next one?
How do you think these socialist policies would go in Korea?
Socialist policies? I think Koreans have a very specific view towards socialism and communism, especially because we had this long history with North Korea, and people are more cautious and aware of these policies. And I mean, there are like leftists and right-leaning people in Korea, and currently it's more of the left-leaning government right now. So they tend to have more populist, socialist kind of policies. For instance, the first thing that the current president did after he got elected was give everyone like 20만 won or something.
Oh,
right?
yeah, he did what Trump did.
Yeah.
Got a check for
Yeah,
everybody.
it was there were a lot of criticism towards these kind of policies,
Yeah.
especially from the conservative leaning people. But I think there's a line, and the threshold is pretty low, or do I say high, for Korean public.
Oh,
They're more careful about these
they're more
populist
careful.
socialist
Okay.
policies, I think. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
One of the things I think about as Korea's population is definitely aging. Naturally the older population tends to be more conservative. So how can Korea ever get out of this spiral where, they're just going to cater more and more towards the aging population, and the younger generation's voices might be drowned out a bit. Whereas I think, Mamdani in New York, again, I don't know the numbers exactly, but I suspect there clearly is a strong enough, I think, younger population that, voted him in. And so, that gives me hope in a sense for New York and the U.S. overall.
But you know what's interesting in terms of the demographic and the political leaning in Korea is that I want to say late 50s to over 60s are conservative, or and also the 20s are very conservative too.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
The young men in particular in Korea lean
So
more
30s
conservative.
to 50s are more left-leaning.
Liberal.
Yeah.
Of course, there is a bit of that in the US. Like the younger men, especially, are being a bit radicalized, they say, or leaning more conservative. But I don't think I think New York is just so liberal in the grand scale of things.
Yeah.
This does not apply there. But definitely nationwide in the US, there's a similar trend with young men leaning more conservative. I have a news article,
Oh,
which
you
is
do?
very apt.
Yeah.
June, the flu. Did you get your flu shot this year?
No, I never get flu shots.
Well,
yeah.
I got the 독감, right? I got my 독감 vaccine this year. And our third kid got the flu, but no one else in the family did.
Because of the vaccine?
I don't know. I'm just like, it's a miracle.
Wow.
So she had to stay home from school for almost a week, but no one else got it. But anyway, yeah, we were messaging with our fifth grader's teacher. She said out of her class of 22 kids, 13 were resting at home.
Wow.
Like literally 2/3 of the class is out with the flu. And yeah, I was reading an article too. Flu cases, this is the decade's worst flu season in Korea. And I think it's going to get worse too. So it said adolescents and young children hit as cases reached 12 times last year's level at this time. So yeah, flu's just going crazy right now.
Is there a reason why it's so extreme?
Let me see if this says anything. No.
Interesting.
Oh, by the way, I was very happily surprised when we went to get the flu vaccines. It was free for our younger kids.
It's free
So-
for you too.
No, my wife and I had to pay for ours.
Really?
Yeah.
Even if you're... I thought it was if you're a Seongnam 시민, you can get it for free.
We had to pay. I shouldn't be so confident, yeah, but I think we had to pay. But anyway, yeah, it's a bad flu season. You hanging in there? Have you gotten sick yet?
I rarely get sick from anything,
Yeah.
but coincidentally, I am sick right now.
Yeah.
I have like this condition where it says in English, sialadenitis, but you can also say salivary gland infection.
Okay. I mean, Americans also struggle with these medical terms. I
Yeah.
would have no idea how to pronounce that either.
But you know what? The first time I went to the doctor, he said it's impasonyum, which is swollen lymph nodes.
Okay.
But the second time I went, they said it's something else.
Interesting.
But I mean, this is the thing about
They just
Korean.
give you antibiotics and say, go on your way.
Yeah, this is the thing about Korean efficiency. I love the fact that Korean hospitals are so efficient
Yeah.
to the point where you just meet them for like what 15 seconds.
Yeah, yeah.
If it's a simple disease, it's very efficient, right? But if it's things like this where it's more complicated and needs more attention,
Yeah.
I felt like, oh, you said this one day.
You're not going to get the
To be
level of
clear, it
care.
wasn't the same doctor. It was the same hospital, but the other person diagnosed this differently.
Oh, you went to a hospital, not just a clinic.
Oh, clinic.
Oh,
sorry.
clinic.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
okay. That's the difference, though. Clinics, they don't care. It's a factory.
Yeah.
But in my experience, we've only gone to the hospital like a couple times. It's been just as quick,
Yeah.
but I've been very impressed with the quality of care, and I think my confidence in the competence of the doctors compared to clinics. Clinics, I can tell they're not even paying attention to you. Anyway, yeah. For our audience, Jun is recording despite having some pain and swelling.
Yeah.
It is
It is very fortunate
significant.
that we're filming from this side because my other side of my lower chin area is very swollen.
The swelling is very, very significant. Yeah. But yeah, thanks for being a trooper.
Okay, the last news is the 2025 Suneung.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. The 2025 Suneung, which is Korea's national college entrance exam, it has happened this week, was it? Or last week? Last week, which was November 14th. So it is a very big national event because you know how like education is so important in Korea, and your fate of going into which college is completely dependent on this one test most Koreans describe it as like your 12 years worth of education is determined on this one day.
Totally.
And so there are a lot of like cultural nuances around this. Most famously is like the scene where, they do the 응원,
What's
like
응원?
the cheering,
Oh,
like
at the gate?
At the gate.
Like encouraging them, right?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you got this.
And they do like these choreographed whatever dances or whatever. Which
Who's they? The students or the teachers or the parents or?
the students are in the younger, we're in the younger,
the younger
year.
classes
Yeah,
are supporting them.
Yeah.
That's so heartwarming. And
Another very famous scene in on Suneung Day is that they like, I don't know why, there are always people who are late.
Yeah.
And
Hey, life happens, Jude.
they ride like ambulances
Yeah.
and police cars.
Yes. I heard pedal people are also volunteering to drive them, right?
Why would you do that? Wake up at least like an hour earlier.
Jude, life happens, man. Come on.
That's another thing. Another culturally interesting thing around Suneung is that, do you know this concept of Suneung 금지곡?
No. What's kumjigo mean?
Songs,
test.
songs that you would never listen, you should never listen like around the Suneung season.
Kumji means don't. Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
prohibited. No, I
Yeah.
didn't know.
And these are usually like these very catchy songs that have like very repetitive rhythms
Uh-huh.
because it goes into your head.
And you can't get it out? I never heard that concept before.
So there are several Suneung 금지곡s that you should listen to.
I just know you're not supposed to eat seaweed soup, right?
Yeah. That's not just for Suneung, but any test.
Any test,
Yeah,
I
because
see.
it's slippery.
It's slippery. You
Yeah.
don't want to forget the facts.
Yeah.
I know it's Suneung season. I don't know the date or anything, but I know it happened because a few things always happen. Another headline you missed, it's they cancel air flights.
Oh, yes.
All airplanes are canceled for these 6 hours.
Yes.
Right? And then the other one is always the English section of the Suneung gets posted on the Korean subreddits. And it's always just like, this is so dumb. It's ridiculous. How this doesn't test anything. No American could pass this.
Yeah.
So those things always make me clue me into, oh, Suneung happened.
Do you want to see if you can pass?
Yes, so June.
Yeah.
This year, I did not read any of the questions. Because, by now I know it's happening every year. I don't really care that much.
Yeah.
But I thought it could be fun for both of us to try to read and answer the Suneung English questions.
Oh, do you have something prepared?
No.
Oh, okay.
I was just going to look them up and read.
I have one.
Okay, let's do it. I think it's usually 4 questions that get posted. Is that right?
4 questions
Is it more than 4?
for English?
Yeah. Or the hardest ones. They always have like the
Oh, yeah,
the
yeah.
last 4 that are meant to like trick you.
Yeah.
But personally, like I would be down to take the entire Suneung English section if I could.
Right here.
Oh, I should have done that this year. Am I allowed? I can sign up, right, and just take it.
I think so.
That would be fun.
Here you go.
Oh, dude, it's in Korean. I can't read this.
Listening.
I mean, I can. Okay, let me do one from the easy section. Where do you want me to start? What do you
Well-
think's a good one? Like 7?
Maybe you should try
18?
19.
19. Okay.
So this is asking for Sophie's emotional change
okay,
that
let,
you can sense from the passage below.
okay, let me read the questions. It said, 다음 글에 드러난 소피의 심경 변화로 가장 적절한 것은? And you said, so what translate that for us?
What is Sophie's emotional shift that you can sense from the passage below?
Okay, and I will now read the passage as
Yeah.
well as the options. So, where could it be? Sophie asked herself. It had been more than 10 years since she had last visited the area where she had grown up. The village had changed a lot over time. Uncertain, she awkwardly looked around at her surroundings. She walked the narrow streets of the village, unsure about which way to go. Suddenly, Sophie saw a familiar sight. Yes, this must be it, she thought. In front of her was a wall with flowers painted on it. Although the colors were now faded, the familiar shapes on the wall were the same ones she had painted with her father as a child. Sophie nodded, smiled brightly, and walked toward the gate. At last, she had finally found the house she had grown up in. And the 5 options are, she is going from confused to pleased, from confident to embarrassed, from thrilled to anxious, 4, from relieved to nervous, and 5 from bored to excited. And it is not immediately obvious to me which one it
Really?
is. Wait, let me.
Wait, that's surprising.
Well, I'm not thinking. I'm just reading. Let me
Okay,
actually
okay.
read now. Okay, so where could it be? So she's definitely uncertain, awkwardly uncertain. And then she saw a familiar sight. Yes, this must be it, she thought. And she found the wall where she painted with her father. And she knew this was her house. So definitely she's not embarrassed, nervous or anxious at the end. So it's either 1 or 5. Did she start confused to pleased, or she get bored to excited? I would see. It's not completely obvious to me. I mean, maybe this is embarrassing. I would
Interesting.
answer 1. She was confused to pleased.
Yeah, I don't even have to look at the answers. I think it's 1.
You don't think it's bored to excited?
Why is she bored though? She was very confused. Because the first,
Yeah, you're
she's
right.
like, where could it be?
You're right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I would be
It's definitely between 1 or 5 just on the end
if
state.
there was another option where it's confused to excited,
Yeah.
then I would I wouldn't
Yeah,
know
it could be
which
one or the
yeah.
other. You're right. She wasn't bored at the
Yeah.
beginning. But yeah, I did get it right, but it's not completely obvious to me. I would say it's more like, yeah, pleased is the right end state more than excited. Okay. All right. But that was an easy one.
I think.
Should we move on to one of the hard or
Do you want to
a
go to
medium?
let's try to go to 34.
Oh, 34. Okay. Oh gosh. Okay.
So it's a question where you have to choose which of the options could fit into the blank.
So fill in the blank.
Yeah.
Okay. In this case, it is the very last clause or phrase of the sentence, of the paragraph, of the passage. Okay. So question 34. Kant was a strong defender of the rule of law as the ultimate guarantee, not only of security and peace, but also of freedom. He believed that human societies were moving towards more rational forms regulated by effective and binding legal frameworks because only such frameworks enabled people to live in harmony, to prosper, and to cooperate. However, his belief in inevitable progress was not based on an optimistic or high-minded view of human nature. On the contrary, it comes close to Hobbes' outlook. Man's violent and conflict-prone nature makes it necessary to establish and maintain an effective legal framework in order to secure peace. We cannot count on people's benevolence or goodwill, but even, quote, a nation of devils, end quote, can live in harmony in a legal system that binds every citizen equally. Ideally, the law is the embodiment of those political principles that all rational beings would freely choose. If such laws forbid them to do something that they would not rationally choose to do anyway, then the law cannot be blank.
This is so hard.
What is samjeon?
Oh,
So
3점, this is worth 3 points.
They're worth different points?
Yeah.
Not every question's the same?
No.
Okay. Is
And
3 points
the
a
ones
lot?
that have allocated higher points, I think 3점 is the highest.
The most. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So this
if it
is one
doesn't-
of the really...
most heavily weighted questions.
I think so. Is there a
And-
4점?
And then it even gives a glossary here. It says benevolence is defined as 자비심.
What? Where does it say?
Benevolence.
Oh, maybe they thought this was a
Too hard of a
yeah,
vocabulary
yeah.
word. Oh, that's nice of them.
I didn't know what this meant either. Benevolence.
I don't know what 자비심 means. Okay. So the options for fill in the blank. If such laws forbid them to do something that they would not rationally choose to do anyway, then the law cannot be blank. Answer 1. Regarded as reasonably confining human liberty. 2. Viewed as a strong defender of the justice system. 3. Understood as a restraint on their freedom. 4. Enforced effectively to suppress their evil nature. 5. Accepted within the assumption of ideal legal frameworks. Okay, now I'm going to go back and try to study and not just read.
Whoa.
Okay, so it's contrasting Kant with Hobbes. Oh, Kant is Korean. He wants very strong rule of law. Oh, and Kant's general outlook is that humans are debased and need very strong laws to keep them in order. Contrasting it with Hobbes, so man's violent. Hobbes, I don't actually see why Hobbes' outlook is so contrary to Kant.
It is not.
It's actually pretty aligned.
Yeah, it's because it says it comes close to Hobbes' outlook.
Oh.
Yeah.
It comes close to Hobbes' outlook. Okay,
Yeah.
so Kant and Hobbes are actually fairly aligned, which I agree with. and they're both saying that we're kind of debased and we wouldn't do good on our own, so we need rule of law to keep us in order. And so the final sentence is, if any law is contrary to what we would do anyway, then that law cannot be, and I would say before looking at the answers, cannot stand on its own. So answer 1, regarded as reasonably confining human liberty. No. 2, viewed as a strong defender of the justice system. Maybe. 3, the law cannot be understood as a restraint on their freedom. Not right. 4, effective enforce. Okay, boom. 4, I think it's 4. 5, accepted within the assumption of ideal. Ooh, 5 is.
If such laws forbid them to do something that they would not rationally.
5 is close too, but I'm gonna. Okay, I have my answer, Jun. I should not have maybe talked out loud.
I don't know whether it's 1 or 4.
Oh wait.
By the way,
Yeah. How long would you typically allocate?
Time allocation is very important in
Yeah.
Suneung.
Uh-huh.
And if we took this much time,
We'd
you're
be
already
failed. Okay. So basically you have you don't have that much time. To
Yeah,
answer this.
basically you have to read all of it and see the options and check.
Oh, God. All right. I'm not gonna be embarrassed if I get this wrong, but I was gonna say 4. It was my initial answer, but I thought it was between 4 and 5.
If such laws forbid them to do something that they would not rationally choose to do anyway, if such laws forbid them to do... Oh,
Is it 2?
I want to say it's 3. We're hitting on 1, 2, 3, 4.
No, we answered every single one.
Wait, because it says, if such laws forbid them to do something that they would not rationally choose to do anyway,
Yeah.
then the law cannot be understood as a restraint of their freedom. Doesn't this make sense? Because you're not going to do it anyways, rationally.
Yeah.
And it's not invading your freedom then.
Cannot be understood as a restraint on their freedom.
I don't know.
That's true. I do think they take it as a granted that both Kant and Hobbes believe the role of law is to restrain people's freedom, because their natural freedom would lead to a corrupt society, right? So we need a peaceful society. Therefore, we need a very strong rule of law to save us from ourselves. I'm just going to go with 4. I don't know. You're right, though. Actually, no, 4 is wrong.
See, because the
4 is rational.
Because the sentence before this says, ideally,
Yeah.
the law is embodiment of those political principles that all rational beings would freely choose.
Yeah.
So it has to say something about freedom. So
Understood as a restraint on their freedom.
ideally, it has to guarantee their freedom. But if it's forbidding something that you wouldn't rationally do anyways, it's not invading your freedom, is what they're trying to say.
So your final answer is 3.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with 4.
Okay, where's the answer? Okay, is this horsuhyang?
I bet you're right. Yeah.
Okay, this is horsuhyang, and this is number what?
34.
3!
No surprise, Jun.
this
Your
is
English
so-
is better than mine.
This is so... I can't believe I would be so frustrated
Yeah.
with this one.
No, I mean, you got there. You're out of practice, so it took you longer.
Oh, so what do you think about the...
I mean, the biggest difference is? I read through it once, I picked an answer. You read it like 10 times. Like, you definitely have the work ethic and the practice and the training.
No, but the way that you chose the answer is
Yeah.
the way that you should choose answer in the actual Suneung settings. So if I were to be in this Suneung, and even if I got this right, I wouldn't have enough time to go through the rest of the...
Well, I would have gotten it wrong.
Yeah, so I would have been more screwed than you.
Are you allowed to leave it blank?
Yeah?
Okay.
It's just incorrect then.
Oh, I see. So there literally is no reason to not guess. Again, it's been a while, but for the American SATs, I think the strategy was if you basically had a 50-50 chance, the way basically you get plus points for a right answer, you get minus points for a wrong answer.
Oh.
you get penalized, and you get 0 for like a
Oh,
blank.
I didn't know that.
So
Interesting.
I think, again, this might be wrong, but the strategy was if you could get 50-50, you should guess. But if you couldn't, leave it blank.
Wow. It's 진짜
I honestly
어렵다.
still don't even understand the answer.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Even if I had spent this much time as you reading it, I would not have gotten there.
I honestly don't want to go through another one. I use so much brain power.
I honestly
already.
don't want to even publish this. This is too embarrassing. I would have failed, dude.
Yeah.
I would not go to college in Korea.
Oof.
But Koreans know. I think you said before when talking about Suneung Jun, it's just a litmus test for seeing how maybe hard Koreans can study, right? And therefore, a good blank slate. If you're willing to study and do well on this, you can learn and do anything in the world. So
That
it's
is
not even
I think that's the core definition of Suneung.
Suneung, right?
Yeah.
College preparedness, not in
Your ability to study.
not in knowledge, but
Yeah.
ability to learn.
Yeah.
Which I don't know. I've never thought of. Maybe it's the same for American SATs, but I've never thought of this. The American SATs testing your ability to study. It's a test of your knowledge. Like how much do you know, right? And so these clearly, in my mind, don't
Oh,
test your understanding of or knowledge of English.
that's so difficult. Okay.
Anyway, that was fun.
All right. Let's move on to trends. I have only one trend.
Okay, Jun, what's trending in Korea?
I have a gut feeling that you already know this. Because this is a Gen Alpha slang.
Okay.
Do you know what this means?
Yes, let's go. 6, 7, 6, 7, 6, 7.
So, this dominant new slang term among US Gen Alpha, it originates from the song Doot Doot 6-7 by rapper Skrilla,
Yeah.
which references 6-7. Oh, this references the 6'7"
Lamar-
NBA player
LaMelo Ball.
LaMelo Ball.
Yeah.
It has exploded on TikTok as a nonsensical in joke. Do you know what? So you know what immediately came to mind after learning about this slang?
Yeah.
Do you know what Dadaism means?
No.
It's a art zeitgeist
Uh-huh.
that happened during the early 20th century.
Okay.
Do you know Duchamp? The
Rings
artist
a
Duchamp.
bell. Yeah.
He's famous for this work called The Fountain, where he displays this urinal
Yeah. Oh, wow.
and titles it as The Fountain.
As always, Jun, you are clearly more cultured than me.
And Dadaism is, I think, a rebellious movement
Yeah.
for the previous very seriousness of art culture. And they said Dadaism literally means nothing because
Yeah.
like Dada, it's like doesn't mean anything. So they intentionally create these artworks that are very intentionally doesn't mean anything.
I see.
And it reminds me of this because it doesn't mean anything, right? And like the millennials always ask, like, what does it mean?
Yeah.
Like, how do you use it in a context? And I think every time the explanation of Gen Alpha is that it doesn't mean anything.
Oh, well, this might be a what's the term where the meaning comes later? But I think I like the term actually. I
Yeah.
think it's quite meaningful.
What does it mean?
It means mid. Do you know what mid means?
No, but this is what I heard.
Not good, not bad.
Millennials trying to decipher
Yeah.
it and apply meaning to it doesn't mean anything. It just doesn't mean anything.
Fair.
It's just a culture when when people witness an incident where 6 and 7 are close together,
Have
they
to
just
prescribe
go
some
6,
meaning
7.
to it. Yeah. So I fully agree with everything you said.
Yeah.
I was originally clued into this when my nephews and nieces from America visited this past summer. And apparently 6-7 was already trending in America last summer. It didn't reach the international schools in Korea, at least my kids' international school in Korea, until recently, in the past couple months. But yeah, I asked them what it meant, and they were like, it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
But I love the meaning that millennials have given into it, because it's a really great term. It means mid. LaMelo Ball, he's a famous basketball player. He's 6'7".
Yeah.
Well, because everything in America you rate on a scale of 1 to 10.
Well, why wouldn't it be 5 6 then?
Well, no, 6, 7 is like somewhere in the middle, right? It's like mid. It's like okay.
Okay.
Right? It's like 6, 7. And even the hand gesture, it's like,
Yeah.
what does this mean?
Yeah.
It's okay somewhere in the middle, like a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I like the term now, but yeah, it's annoying.
It's so interesting to witness how things catch and become a trend.
Yeah,
Like
what?
how did this become a phenomenon?
No idea.
I want to understand the mechanism of how things work.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It is fascinating.
I saw through our Discord channel, I think one of the listeners introduced us to a podcast called Search Engine.
Uh-huh.
And so I started listening to
Yeah,
that.
I've been listening to some as well.
And one of the episodes was about the Dubai chocolate.
Uh-huh.
Did you listen to
I
that?
did not listen to that
So I
one.
was trying to decipher the mechanism of how trends work in the current, TikTok era.
Yeah.
But this one in particular, I have no idea how it makes sense.
So I also read it came from that rap song.
Yeah.
I've never even read the lyrics to it. I'm looking it up now. But again, it all is consistent because 6'7" in America in the NBA, it's not tall. It's like it's not short either. It's somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
Right. 1 to 10, it's somewhere in the middle. I also don't know why it became a thing. Oh, the lyrics also have skirt in it. Anyway, I'm with you. I don't think it actually has a real origin story or underlying meaning.
Wait,
but I
how
like
old?
the meaning that I prescribed to it.
How old is your oldest?
10,
How old is your second?
8. It's even my 8-year-old says it way more than my 10-year-old. Yeah. I like the term, but again, once I give it some meaning, now I like it.
Do your kids say this a lot?
I think
Did they learn from their cousins?
They did, but they didn't really use it, and then it just again naturally just picked up at their school somehow. I think through social media, but now my 5th grader doesn't really say it that much. He will still say it, of course, but my 3rd grader is the one who's always going 6, 7, 6, 7, 6, 7. Yeah,
There were similar slangs in Korea.
Stan.
That doesn't really even make sense. Do
Yeah.
you know what 어쩔 TV means?
어쩔 TV. Yeah. We talked about this one.
It's like it has a meaning.
Because 어쩔 수 없어 means like, oh, we can't do anything about it, so what?
It's like what are you gonna do, kind
Yeah.
of. But no one knows why TV
And
is
then
there.
냉장고, and they started adding
Yeah.
other appliances to it.
Yeah, why is there a TV there and there's just no meaning?
Yeah.
So interesting.
This was the dictionary.com word of the year,
Oh, was it?
which has the older generation, millennials and older, in an uproar. It's like, do not acknowledge or give any credibility to this term.
Wow, crazy. 6, 7.
It's a fun term. All right. For the first listener comment, I want to read a section of an email from one of our listeners, longtime listeners. And it goes, Daniel, Jun, hope you both are well and enjoying the fall. It has been great weather here. You continue to put out such interesting and engaging material. Also so fun to hear from your guests. Your guests seem to feel appreciated and heard by you. Great skill on your part and true to the nature of the pod. I am not a well-versed media consumer, but having listened to more things lately, I realized that you guys allow your guests to speak freely instead of directing them toward a funnel. June, I thought of you the other day when buying Nike. We don't often purchase Nike, but I did buy my twins some Nike socks last week. Even though they were a bit pricey, I just told myself we were supporting June's stocks.
Thank you.
미국 주식. Plus, Nike makes great baby socks. Regarding your topic on violence, and this was the section I really wanted to read. Having lived in various places in the US as well as Eastern Europe, I concur that the West often does feel more violent, particularly in public places and schools. I wonder if the way in which violence raises its head correlates to how humans understand humans. René Descartes, the French philosopher of the early 1600s,
Philosopher.
it sounds like a Suneung question, needed corpses to study since he primarily sought to understand humans through dissection. At the time, the church prohibited dissection as it was thought to disturb the mind and therefore perhaps the faith of the person. Descartes, however, convinced the Pope that he would study the body only. This was a pivotal point, for over the decades that followed, Western medicine developed more and more into compartmentalizing the body. The West began to approach humans in a more segmented fashion, while the East held with the tradition that the whole person is interconnected. I wonder if this fundamental understanding of humans influences the way in which the regions express violence. If an individual thinks that he is only harming another's body, and not the whole of that person, would he feel more at ease in doing harm? And conversely, if there is an acute awareness not to needlessly harm others, would there be more allowance to harm self, suicide, or violence to self? Anyway, I should head to bed before I totally melt into the floor. Well,
This is deep.
very deep.
So she's saying that maybe in Western culture, people sort of divorce the concept of the body and the mind, and therefore harming others aren't as significant as one would think in the East, where we think that it's interconnected.
That is what they're going for.
Yeah.
And I think at the core of it is just how maybe the West has come to, compartmentalize. Oh, brain, spirit versus like the physical body. And so when I'm harming myself, right, self-harm, or when I'm harming someone else violently, I'm not, I don't know.
They're just harming the body.
Yeah, I'm not disturbing their mind. I'm not degrading their whole self. It's just literally like physical violence. Whereas in the East, you know, with, what is it? Chinese medicine and more holistic medicine, we just think everything about me, my body, my mind, my soul, my spirit, everything is interconnected. And therefore, you know, if you do harm to one, you're doing harm to the other. And I think they're saying not in the sense that, you know, someone doing violence is literally thinking this way, but it's just somehow affecting the culture, which, yeah, it's very interesting to think about.
Interesting
Yeah.
interpretation.
I didn't know the history where,
Descartes.
you know, in a religious society, right? Yeah, Descartes couldn't actually do, let's say, more scientific experimentation on bodies because it was thought that the body and the mind were so connected that doing damage to the body might affect the mind. Whereas, you know, if he was able to convince the religious authority, no, I'm only affecting the body. It's separate from the spirit or soul or mind. Then I can go ahead with dissection. Yeah, I think it's a very interesting thought for sure.
Definitely, I do think if you think about Western medicine versus Eastern medicine, it is based on this kind of philosophy.
That
where
for sure. Yeah,
they
that's
think
where I
that
was going to go with.
everything is in harmony and in balance and interconnected together. Whereas I think Western medicine is more analytical, right, and very compartmentalized to different things. Although they try to understand the connection of things, but in a more
Like you said.
analytical manner.
Yeah. That I agree with. I think I was trying to see if I had a conclusion on the violence aspect. Like, is there any way in which Western compartmentalization makes us, let's say, more prone to violence? I don't know. Yeah.
I think this is too deep for us to.
To be honest, there's been like, you know, definitely emails over the years now where it's like, man, they have put so much thought. This is so deep. I can't keep up.
Yeah.
I don't know how to respond.
Definitely.
Maybe we can go back to read one of those in the future because I thought they were just so well thought out that I want our audience to also ponder and digest some of these really deep thoughts. But regardless, yeah, thank you so much for
Thank you.
sending this in. Really made me think, just like the Suneung question.
Okay, the next one comes from a comment on our YouTube, episode 108. I think this is referring to the part where we talk about the culture of giving and donating in Korea. So this is from OK then 1234. Giving is not about being Christian in the United States. It's part of American culture. We grow up with fundraising campaigns through our schools and communities. Between walkathons, telethons, dance-a-thons, St. Jude's, Girl Scout cookies, Boy Scout popcorn, auctions, car washes, raffles, etc. Americans understand, quote, giving, and quote, a gala is just the high-end version of a fundraiser where money is spent on campaign to make rich people feel drunk enough or guilty enough to open their wallets even more. It seems W Korea doesn't understand that this is no different than a band booster car wash. It's about the cause, not the party.
Yeah, I think that's completely accurate. And June, a perfect way to bring this episode home. I did mention this earlier. No Shave November, Movember. What it's supposed to be, the origins of it, are raising awareness for men's health issues, in particular men's cancer. Because as we talked about in the previous episode, breast cancer awareness is such a big campaign, the pink ribbon, everything for women and women's health, but there was nothing corresponding for men and men's health. So whether it's, I think, prostate cancer, colon cancer, whatever the common cancers are for men, I'm theoretically supposed to post to my socials. Being like, oh, I'm doing No Shave November. If you want to support me, you can donate to one of these 3 charities, let's say.
Why is that connected to this very particular act of not shaving? Is it because cancer patients can't shave?
No, I don't know if it's that deep. I just think it's something that men can do. Obviously, women, for maybe social reasons, also biologically, they don't grow as much hair. So it's just something that we can do. It's like, oh, I'm going to do this. So it's very visible too, right? And you can ask, like, oh, why are you not shaving? It's like, oh, I'm trying to raise awareness for men's health and men's cancers. I didn't know this either. This is the first time I'm reading this. Apparently, AI also tells me that the money I'm saving myself on shaving products, I'm supposed to donate that to charity. But I don't buy that. I think the general awareness and trying to raise money by not shaving is the one that resonates with me and the one that I heard first. Because how much am I saving in shaving products? Like $10. If everyone gave $10, yeah, it would add up. But I think it's more about trying to raise awareness. So.
It does tie back to what you mentioned in our previous episode about the sense of community and helping each other in a community. It's very ingrained in American culture. And I think
for sure it is.
Yeah.
I
think Americans really like that feeling of warmth. Like
doing something good.
Tickly feeling in your heart.
For sure. You know, in an individualistic society, we kind of need that communal aspect in order to survive. And the only thing is, I would maybe take issue with the initial comment. I feel like American culture is Christian culture. And so in a sense, it's tied. And I do think America is now a post-Christian nation, let's say, where people don't think of it as the Christian origins and they just attribute it to American culture. So, of course, that makes sense too. And I agree with that. But I would say the origins of it are still Christian.
Okay.
But okay, it was unplanned, but it came full circle perfectly.
Yeah. That brings us to the end.
All right. Well, that's it for this episode on news, trends, and some listener comments from the last month or so. Yeah, thank you for listening. If you'd like to support our podcast, again, as always, the best thing you can do is share our content with someone you think might be interested or value from it. Secondly, actually, please do write in.
Yes, please do.
We have not been getting as many comments or email write-ins. You may even be featured on a future episode if you do. Beyond that, if you want to support us financially, you can support us on Patreon for just the low tier, minimum tier of $1 a month. You too can connect with other listeners, connect with us directly, give us feedback on the latest episode, as well as propose future episode topics. Again, given this is the second episode we're recording today, no new Patreons in the last 2 hours. Okay. All right. Thanks, everyone, for listening.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. For some reason, I didn't prepare for APEC. I have all the other stuff. Wait. Is this true? Okay. We're living in a new world.
AI.
Yeah. Okay.
Lunch is here. Jail. Anyway.
Okay.
Wait, should we do one more?
You want to?
I mean, it's kind of fun, but it's just so ridiculous.
Okay, BCA is my final answer.
Oh, dang. I went for CAB.
Oh. Okay, the answer is...
Oh.
This is 37.
Neither. We're both wrong.
It's 5.
Oh. Let me read.
Oh, at one point I thought it was CBA.
Yeah, that was your first answer.
Yeah.
That was your gut intuition.
Yeah. Oh my god. So 어려워.
Dude,